We apologize for the delay in getting our broadcast started. Obviously, we missed the entire first half on the broadcast. And you see the score currently, Seton Catholic 30, Sholo 22 in this boys varsity matchup here at the Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournaments. There's a whistle and a foul on Sholo's Mason Bigos. Bigos has 3 personal fouls here in the game. And again, we apologize. We've been working through some issues here. And the best we can tell is that there was a network problem of some kind that we're trying to overcome, and hopefully at the moment things are in much better shape than what we've been looking at. There was a Seton Catholic miss. That's KJ Falski, who leads the scoring with 12 points for the Sentinels. There's Keegan Kobzowitz, who misses in transition for Sholo, and then trailing the play defensively, he knocks it out of bounds. And our situation is Seton Catholic in front by the 8 points you see on the scoreboard there here in the third quarter with 4:56 remaining in the period. Inbound, and they run a play. The Sentinels run a play to Damian Howard, and Howard is fouled, and the guy that got him is Thomas Ellsworth. And Ellsworth in huge trouble, foul trouble. 4 personal fouls in the game on Thomas Ellsworth. 4 fouls, and I would imagine that Coach Suber is going to get him out of the game here sometime soon. Try to preserve him for the final go of it, maybe in the fourth quarter. Howard at the line, and Damian Howard for Seton Catholic connects on the free throw to make it 31-22. See if he makes the second. I already put it in my book, which normally means I have jinxed him, and I certainly did. My bad on that. I called it a make, and that is the broadcaster jinx at its finest. 31-22 then is our score. Sholo back in control of the basketball. Hadley Dazen with it. Spins down against Howard's defense. Lost the dribble, got it back. And this baseline shot no good for Jaden Waite. Howard, Seton Catholic. There's the drive and contact, and it is, they say, it's lost out of bounds. Kobzowitz might have got away with a little bit of contact there, but the official said it wasn't of the variety that he was going to assess a foul. So, back to work for the Cougars. You're going to try to get a pass inside, looking inside to Evan Bigos, but nothing there. And in transition, the left hand layup is good for Zane Mungu. And Mungu has his first points of the game for the Sentinels, in front by 11. And the dribble is knocked away from Hadley Dazen. Excuse me. It's KJ Falski, the defender there. As you look at Mungu and his nice finish for Seton Catholic. Dazen gets it in. And it does come into Mason Bigos for the Cougars. Waits outside to Dazen, and he's going to have it knocked away. Good defense. Ryan Morris comes up with it. I think it was knocked out of the dribble by Falski, who handles the ball now for the Sentinels. And he's got it knocked from his hands and then eventually kicked out by his teammate. And the Cougars take back over the basketball. .250 on the clock, and Keegan Kobzowitz has his shot blocked. The guy that blocked it and picked up the foul is Ashton Reese, his second foul. And Ashton did not like the call at all, but there was some contact somewhere around the body, which is what drew that call from the official. And Kobzowitz connects on the free throw. And 2 for 2 at the line for Keegan Kobzowitz. The Seton Catholic Sentinels coming into this one came into the tournament with an overall record of 5-7. As Bigos picks up the personal foul. That is 4 fouls in the game on Mason Bigos. He stays on the floor for the moment. He is going to bring it into front court for the Cougars. Working right in front of Coach Daryl Suber, giving those instructions to his Cougars. And this one tipped out of bounds, last touched by Ryan Morris, the Sentinel defender. So he knocks it out with 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. There is first-year head coach Daryl Suber, not his first year as a head coach. He was the head coach at Blue Ridge for a few years and then went to Mogollon and might have even served somewhere else. I think there was a year or two. He might have even been coaching down in the Valley, it seems, or maybe even out of state. It seems like he has a Las Vegas connection. But here he is at the helm for the Show Low Cougars. And the drive, and the shot is good from Morris. Ryan Morris off the glass for the Sentinels with 1:48 on the clock in the third quarter. There's Mason Bigos. Gotta watch yourself, Mason, playing out there with 4 personal fouls. Hadley Dazen's three-point shot is good. Hadley has his second 3 of the game now, and a timeout grab by the Cougars after they get the make, trailing by 8 points. As you look at it again, and we take a timeout. Back in a moment to Show Low High School with Northland basketball, brought to you by Choice Broadband.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
The Seton Catholic Sentinels take over the basketball after the Sholo timeout. And Damian Howard will handle it. Drops one back to Falski for the shot. It's no good. And then Howard is fouled by Hadley Dazen. Hadley, incredulous at the call, and he picks up his 3rd foul. Sholo getting into some second-half foul trouble now. Bigos and Ellsworth each have 4 personal fouls, and Hadley Dazen now with 3 fouls in the game. And a 35-27 score, but we'll pause for a second. We're just checking on the possession arrow. A minute 17 left in the 3rd quarter. There's a jump ball, and it will be Seton Catholic's basketball. Neither one of these teams is particularly big. Keegan Kobzowitz is the tallest of the Sholo Cougars, and his usual teammate, Cameron Wallenstein, who's about as tall or only an inch, maybe shorter, is out. He injured himself recently. Foot injury, and he'll be out for a while. Here is a drive, and the shot is good. Dazen the assist. Chris Sand the basket for Sholo. They get to within 6 here. Cougars, you get a stop, you get a make, and you feel pretty good about yourself going into the 4th quarter, and a travel. Went up, got airborne, and then lost it. Here's that nice pass. And maybe the extra step by Chris. Now that you look at the replay, but hey, it's okay because, and we're used to that, man. I'll tell you, saw a great meme, NBA meme that somebody posted. It wasn't real, but they were suggesting that there was an NBA game in which they played an entire game with no dribbling, not one dribble. And of course, that's not true, but you get the point. 15 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Seton Catholic in front of Sholo, 35-29. At the end of our game, we'll announce the Sports Zone's player of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Into front court, Ryan Morris. The one-hand bounce pass right side to teammate Zane Mungu. And then inside the pass finds Brock Steele on the drive, and Brock is fouled. 2 shots on the way for Brock, just ahead of the final 3rd quarter buzzer. And the guy for Sholo is Jaden Waite. Jaden Waite picks up the foul for Jaden. That's 3 in the game. And we've got a 35-29 count here going into the 4th quarter. They put 1.5 on the clock. You see it right there on the screen. And Steele makes free throw number 1. Second one is good as well. And at the buzzer, the shot is no good. 37-29. Seton Catholic in front of Sholo to see who gets to go to the semifinals tomorrow and take on Ben Franklin. Stand by, everybody. We'll break, and then the 4th quarter on the way. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Start of the fourth quarter produces the first foul of the quarter quickly. And that's called on Seton Catholic. Jack Toyne, number 15. Called for the foul. Inbound for Sholo. We're underway, everybody. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. I'm Floyd Simmons. Thanks for joining us. And the ball into the corner right side. Tristan Key, number 2. Tristan Key on the floor for the Cougars. And it finds the left corner now. There is Kobzowitz, and then eventually a pass to Bigos. Mason Bigos on the drive. Dangerous but effective pass inside that gets knocked out of bounds. That one off of the Sentinels. Seton Catholic Preparatory Academy, right? And this one goes inside. Dazen, spin, foul, and I don't know if they're going to say, yeah, they're going to say shooting. They give him the benefit of the doubt on that. Second foul of the game. Whistled on Toyne of the Sentinels. And the Cougars at the foul line. Hadley Dazen opens up the fourth quarter Sholo scoring and makes it a 7-point game with that make right there. Pretty small crowd. You kind of expect that most of the time in a tournament. Though Alchese always travels well, and they had a sizable crowd for their game just before this one, the boys' game. And a disappointing loss to Ben Franklin. Second half, Ben Franklin absolutely owned that one. Tristan Key has his first personal foul for the Cougars. Inside, Brock Steele, shot no good there, tips around out of bounds. It will stay in the hands of the Sentinels. The fourth quarter underway here, Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband and great sponsoring partners like Sholo Ford. Thank you as well to Holbrook Family Dentistry. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Here is a pull-up left side, right side, and the three-point try from Lungu is no good. Rebound inside, Brock Steele. And he'll go to the foul line after making the bucket. And the Cougar that sends him there is Evan Bigos. Bigos now with 3 personal fouls. And the shot is perfect for Brock Steele. Got somebody checking in out there on our live chat from Billings, Montana. Somebody named Chaz. Hey, Chaz, how you doing? There's Bigos on the drive with the left hand. It's no good, and then knocked out of bounds. Or a foul. Foul is whistled. And the guy that committed the infraction is Ryan Morris. Morris has 3 personal fouls for the Sentinels here in the fourth quarter. 6:30 remaining in regulation. Still within reach for the Cougars. And we'll see what they can do here. Bigos with the basketball. Looking for the screen from Key. Keeps it outside. And then Dazen will pull up for a try from the right side. No good on the 3-point try. Rebound, Sentinels. Lungu brings it up. Drops it back to Steele for a 3-point try. That's no good. Tipped and controlled by the Cougars. Bigos. To his brother, Evan Bigos. And then outside, Dazen trying to work his defender down. Dips inside, and that little roll in with the right hand is good for Dazen. Well done by Hadley. And it's back to an 8-point game. Somebody from Pryor, Montana checks in and says, let's go Hadley. And that's a lot of exclamation points at the end of that. Let's go Hadley. I mean, you mean it. When you use that many exclamation points, you know you mean it. Northland basketball. Show Cougars basketball here. The Cougars hosting their own tournament, taking on Seton Catholic. And Hadley Dazen right there getting the exclamation points and all the love on the live chat. And you can see he is working his tail off out there. Mungu in the corner for the Sentinels. Working that baseline. Inside, nice pass. The shot no good on the first effort, but Jack Toyne working hard with that headband. He's got the kind of, what's that look from, oh, nice floater, by the way. Hadley Dazen. Hadley putting that one in. Try to keep pace there, an 8-point Sentinel lead, but you got that headband. It's, what's that movie? Will Ferrell, plays like a minor league basketball guy or something like that. Jackie something or other. I mean, it's not the exact look, but, it's the headband look, if you know what I'm talking about. Jack going to get to the foul line. Well, maybe not. Not a free throw. Not a free throw opportunity. All right, before the inbound, and after all that delay, Seton Catholic is able to get Damian Howard back on the floor. Here is Damian. And they work a shot for their leading scorer, KJ Falski. He scored 12 in the game, but not that time, and the ball goes out of bounds to the Cougars. Oh, the name, Shasta says the name of the movie, Semi-Pro? I think so. I think so, Shasta. Jackie Moon. Had a little bit of an anger issue, didn't he? I mean, I'm not, nobody here in the game has expressed any sort of anger problems, but I'm talking about the movie. And I've never really seen the movie, just clips of the movie. And a awesome 70s perm. The tight curls for Jackie Moon. Here's the drive, the shot is good for Mason Bigos. Using that left hand to perfection. Count that thing, and the foul is on KJ Falski, his first foul of the game. And a great job by Mason. So this is a big foul shot for the Cougars halfway through the fourth quarter. Makes the clutch foul shot. Sholo down 5. Got to win this game to get to the semifinals tomorrow and take on Ben Franklin. And whoever gets a shot at Ben Franklin is going to get a challenge. That Franklin team looked great today. Huge second half. Kobzowitz block shot. Toyne gets it back and back outside. Howard for a 3. No good. But the long rebound is pulled down by Seton Catholic. Ryan Morris got that one. And then contact and a foul on Dazen. Hadley's got 4 personal fouls. Sholo's got 4 guys, 4 fouls. Bigos out there on the floor with 4 fouls. Dazen is playing with 4 fouls right now as Waite checks back into the Sholo lineup, and he replaces Evan Bigos. And then I have Thomas Ellsworth with 4 fouls, but I haven't seen Thomas forever, and I don't know if maybe he's fouled out of the game. I don't think so, but the Sentinels working inside to Ashton Reese. Reese with the shot. Reese makes it a 7-point advantage again for Seton Catholic. 3:10 remaining in regulation. Inside to Dazen, and might have forced it, but got the contact on the play, and maybe that's what Hadley was working toward. Is make sure he's in the act of shooting, and he got the 3rd foul whistled on Jack Toyne. Jay out there says that permed hair is coming back on basketball players, and I agree. It's making a comeback. It's not just basketball players. It's making a comeback, period, out there with a lot of dudes. I don't get it. Of course, I also don't have a lot of hair. So I really don't get it. But the young guys these days, I mean, this, they'll do anything with the hair. Toyne has it. Right side, and that one's out of bounds. Oh, there's Thomas Ellsworth defensively all over the intended receiver there, Fauski. And so Ellsworth, coach saved him for the final 3 minutes with his 4 fouls. Dazen walks it up. Dazen's got 4 fouls for Sholo. And Mason Bigos out there. So three Cougars on the floor with 4 personal fouls. Ellsworth on the angle left side to Kobzowitz. Pulls up at the top of the key, right side to Bigos. Mason got to be careful on that strong drive. Missed the shot. And Seton Catholic is fouled, and Hadley Dazen is done. Hadley is making his case. He's saying, Coach, I got nothing but ball on that. And there it is. Personal foul number 5 on Hadley Dazen. Sending Ashton Reese to the foul line. Well, I would argue that the guy that Sholo could least afford to lose in these final 2.5 minutes is Hadley Dazen. And they got other guys. I don't want to, downplay the importance of Thomas Ellsworth and Mason Bigos and Keegan Kobzowitz, but I think the guy that has all of the most complement of tools, the biggest toolbox to help them in these moments like this is Hadley, and he's gone now. 1 out of 2 from the line for Ashton Reese. And I was going to say, Ashton was very physical trying to get the rebound, and he clearly made the contact to commit a foul, and he did, and that's a foul that will send Sholo to the line for 2 shots. Jaden Waite headed to the line for Sholo. 2:25 remaining in regulation. Well, that's a big shot that you need to have. 6 points the difference right here. And that one is good for Jaden. So it's 45-40. See it right there on the screen. Sholo's got plenty of timeouts to work with in the final go here. 3 timeouts left. And an entry pass that is tipped away, knocked away, and a whistle. And a timeout for Seton Catholic. We'll grab a timeout as well. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Stand by.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pinetop, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
The Gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
2 minutes and 10 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter of this one. If you win the game, you go to the semifinals to take on Ben Franklin tomorrow. That's a 10:30 a.m. scheduled tip time here at Sholo High School, part of the Cougar Classic basketball tournament. And the 5th foul of the game just committed by Mason Bigos, and probably not in the situation you want it. And we'll see. He's not making a move toward the sideline, and he is not being beckoned over here by the official book. So maybe that wasn't his 5th foul. I lost my count. So if you're a Cougar fan, you've got to be thankful that he remains on the floor. Ryan Morris at the line, and 2 made foul shots for the Sentinels. 2 minutes remaining and 7 points. The deficit the Cougars are trying to overcome right here. Chris Sand now to Thomas Ellsworth. Bigos dribbles down into the paint, kick it to the corner. Ellsworth for 3, and that shot is good. Big shot, Thomas Ellsworth. The Cougars get a timeout off the make, down by 4 with plenty of time left. Watch the kick, the assist for Bigos. And the shot is good from the corner left side. And we'll stay right here as I look through the bracket and let you know that Ben Franklin took care of Alchese earlier tonight. We have that broadcast for you right here. So Ben Franklin with the win is in the semis to play tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. against the winner of this team. That'll be played right here at Show Low High School. Earlier today, Marana beat Veritas Prep and Thatcher beat Coolidge. So those 2 teams, Thatcher and Marana, will play in one of the semifinal games. That's at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. 9 o'clock in the morning. And we are going to have some coverage for you tomorrow. And some of that coverage is likely to not have any play-by-play. Because I have to be at I have a doctor's appointment. I have a medical exam, an MRI tomorrow, and that's at 1:30. So, I got a little prep time and that kind of stuff. So, I'm gonna miss that mid-afternoon stuff tomorrow, whatever goes on. So I'll do my best to be a part of our activities tomorrow. Later on in the evening, if we have any. Well, that's a big turnover right there. Dowski just dribbled it off his foot. Good defense by Thomas Ellsworth. Forcing the pressure right there. This is a big possession now that the Cougars come up with. I'm looking for a high percentage shot out of Sholo right here. Bigos on the baseline. 2 defenders bracket him. He gets it outside to Wait. Ellsworth swings it. Kobzowitz. I don't like the shot, but he got fouled in the process. So Kobzowitz makes it work out just fine for Sholo. He heads to the foul line for 3 free throws. And the guy that got him was Fauski. 2nd foul of the game on KJ. So these are huge shots, and we'll see if Keegan can make them count for the Cougars. And the first one is right on the money. Keegan in double figures, got 10 points for the Cougars. Hadley Dazen led the scoring with 13 before he fouled out of the game moments ago. Now 11 points in this one for Keegan, and this is a monster free throw, and it's good! What a job by Keegan to make this a 1-point game. Mason Bigos, by the way, in double figure scoring for Sholo with 11 points. Cougars battling, fighting, scrapping, and a timeout for Seton Catholic. Huge free throws right there. Clutch free throws in a big spot for Keegan Kobzowitz and the Sholo Cougars as we take a timeout. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Thank you to Sholo Ford for their work with us here at the Sports Zone to bring you Northland basketball. Thank you as well to Choice Broadband, our presenting sponsors of Northland basketball. Thank you goes out to Holbrook Family Dentistry, and a big thank you to you as well, those of you joining us on this broadcast, and Sports Zone Nation for supporting our activities covering Basketball all across this part of the state. Look at this. Sholo has pulled it within one here now. 47-46. Wasn't it a 7-point game a moment ago? Inbound, and Falski misses the shot. He wanted a foul, didn't get it. Rebound Sholo. They can take the lead right here with a minute remaining. Drop it back Ellsworth. Kobzowitz. Ellsworth and now Jaden Waite. Bigos in the paint to Ellsworth. And he gets called for the double dribble. Big finish coming up for you, folks. No shot clock. And that can only mean one thing. Sholo would have to foul at some point, and they're going to foul right here. 2 shots on the way. Brock Steele will head to the foul line for the Sentinels, and we'll see who got the foul to put him there. It's Jaden Waite. 4 fouls in the game on Jaden. That's a big foul shot for Brock. Nerves of steel. Sholo Faithful making some noise, and Brock misses the shot to keep it at a 2-point game. Well, that's big. Will Sholo try to work for 2 or 3 right here? Waite's got the ball. Howard covering him. Drops it to Bigos. Behind the back dribble. Right side, Waite again. And he's going to drive. Shot rejected. Ball tips. Sholo controls. Bigos fouled. 2 shots on the way from Mason Bigos. The guy that got him was Brock Steele. Look at the activity. Look at the flurry. Look at the effort by these 2 teams. Laying out with everything he's got. Brock Steele commits the 3rd foul of the game for him, and Mason Bigos, in a big old moment, he's made 3 foul shots in a row, misses this one right here. Four out of 6 from the line for Mason. Well, now you got to make this one, and then they got to make a play on defense. Shot made. Sholo timeout to set some defense and discuss the strategy and what you got to do with 15.8 seconds remaining here in regulation. Grab a timeout. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
15.8 seconds. The Sentinels to inbound the basketball. Sholo's got to make the play right here on defense. And we're going to get a grab foul on Chris San. Well, I got to tell you, I don't hate the foul. I think that somebody had to, you've got to steal the inbound, or you've got to foul pretty quickly to give yourself some measure of time. This could be as much as a 3-point lead right here if the Cougars, well, if both foul shots are made. Oh, big miss right there. Brock Steele, the guy at the line. Brock misses that shot. And Chris Sand leaves the lineup, replaced by Tristan Key. Got a shooter out there on the floor. And Brock's shot is good from the foul line. A 2-point game, 49-47. Cougars bring it up. Wait, and a timeout called with 11.1 seconds remaining in the game. That is the final timeout that the Cougars have. We'll stay right here through the timeout and remind you again that tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, it's Thatcher versus Marana. We saw the end of the Thatcher-Coolidge game, and that thing went to overtime. And in the fourth quarter, Thatcher overcame a pretty sizable lead. They were down by a lot in the fourth quarter, forced overtime, and then just absolutely blew Coolidge out of the water in the fourth quarter. Big finish for the Eagles. So that gets them a trip to the semis tomorrow. They take on Marana at 9 in the morning. Also in the semis tomorrow, Ben Franklin, after defeating Alchese earlier. Ben Franklin is waiting to play the winner of this game, and that'll be at 10:30 tomorrow morning right here at Hatch Toyota Arena. And now the final 11.1 seconds. Seton Catholic's got 2 timeouts. Sholo is fresh out of timeouts, and they barely beat the 5-second. Get it into Tristan Key. The drive, Tristan's shot, no good. Seton Catholic has the rebound, and a foul with 3.2 seconds remaining. Thomas Ellsworth had to commit the foul, and that, I think, is Thomas's 5th. It is. He is done. So if somehow, miraculously, Sholo gets a chance here, a shot at the buzzer, Thomas will not figure in to that, and he is, one of the better shooters from range for the Cougars, and he is gone. So no Hadley Days and no Thomas Ellsworth. And this big foul shot right here, no good off the back iron, so the Cougars are still alive with a chance. Ryan Morris at the line, misses and makes. Sholo's got to inbound the ball and get a long shot away at the buzzer here to try and tie it. It's going to be a little bit left of the mark by Jaden Waite. And Seton Catholic has outlasted Sholo, the host of the tournament, to get a 50-47 victory in this one. The Sports Zone's player of the game is KJ Falski. He ends up with 12 points in the game. He picks up the award from the Sports Zone and from White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Congratulations to that young man, and congratulations to the Seton Catholic Sentinels, a sub-500 record coming into the tournament like Sholo. And these two teams really battled it out. They fought valiantly with each other here in this one. The victory belongs to the Sentinels. Their head coach, Carter Abey, helps lead his team to the semifinals. They will take on Ben Franklin tomorrow at 10:30. Congratulations to them. There is a little shot of Falski in there somewhere. There he is. Get a shot of him. He is our Sports Zone player of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage here on this date, and we apologize again for the late start here in this one. Had some issues, had some problems in the first broadcast, and we kind of limped through that one, and then it all went to haywire between games, and we were unable to get this second broadcast underway until halftime. And again, our apologies on that. Tomorrow we'll have more coverage. Some of that will likely feature a lack of broadcast announcer because I do have to get to. We haven't made a contingency to have a backup announcer for this. Sorry about that, but I've got to get to a doctor's appointment and MRI tomorrow in the early afternoon, and that's going to shut me down for a little while. But I want to thank our great team for their work here on the afternoon and through the evening. Derek Simmons, our producer. Our technical director on this doubleheader tonight has been Colby Maxwell, and also shooting camera for us tonight, Big Sean Ulvestad. For this entire outstanding broadcast crew, my name is Floyd Simmons. Thanking you for joining us. Reminding you the final score in this final matchup here. Seton Catholic 50, Sholo 47. Until tomorrow, God bless you, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you again back here tomorrow at Show Low High School for the Cougar Holiday Classic and more Northland basketball, presented right here by Choice Broadband, as only the Sports Zone can do. Good night, everybody, from Show Low High School.